Developing now, there is an evacuation in order for Cocke County, Tennessee. The mayor there says the Waterville Dam has, quote, catastrophically failed. He ordered all of downtown Newport to evacuate. And now TEMA says that, according to the Duke Energy plant, the dam has not failed. Evacuations are already underway for the Pigeon and French Broad River area. The Chattanooga Fire Department says they and other agencies are sending teams to help with the situation. Again, this is a developing story that we are still watching right now.
Chattanooga saw some flooding earlier today with several roads closed this morning. This is footage of the flooding at Riverfront Parkway and Reggie White Boulevard. You can see inches of standing water there that had the whole area impassable. Part of Washington Street also shut down this morning. Our crew saw one vehicle left sitting out in the water there. Flights to the Chattanooga airport as well also delayed by heavy rain today.
Elsewhere in Tennessee, helicopters rescued dozens of people trapped on a hospital roof because of the storm. It happened at Unicoi County Hospital in Irwin. 54 people were moved to the roof because of dangerous, fast-rising water inside and outside the building. And that includes at least 11 patients. 7 people were rescued by boat. At least 2 choppers were part in the operation. And there's no word tonight of any injuries or fatalities.
In Georgia, Governor Brian Kemp provided an update on the loss of life and damage from Helene during a news conference this afternoon.
At this time, this has been a deadly storm. We've had 11 confirmed fatalities. I would ask all Georgians, like the Kemp family's doing, to keep these folks and these communities in your thoughts and prayers. We know that one of those was a first responder. When we ask people to stay off the roads and be patient, it's because we are trying to get to people. It is a very dangerous environment, and one of our finest has lost his life trying to save others.
The governor also said that dozens of people are still known to be trapped inside buildings that were damaged during the storm. He also noted the difficulties first responders were facing with transportation as trees are blocking the roads. The governor said the state had multiple chainsaw teams out working to reopen those roads.
North Carolina's governor says Helene is causing life-threatening flash flooding in the western part of the state. Officials know of at least 2 deaths in the state so far. Flooding across the state is expected to continue into the weekend. Helene is also causing landslides in western North Carolina. Governor Roy Cooper is warning people across the state not to drive anywhere if they can help it.
Because conditions are continuing to worsen, people in western North Carolina should consider all roads closed unless you are seeking higher ground.
Cooper also says the end of the rain from the storm does not mean the danger from the storm is over.
Now, the sinkholes opened up along State Route 39 in McMinn County tonight.
The second hole just a few feet away from the first near the 3.4-mile marker. TDOT saying the road is closed and the cause of these sinkholes still unknown.
The U.S. Geological Survey says that in the last 15 years, sinkhole damage has cost roughly $300 million per year. They also note that there is not a national system for tracking sinkholes, meaning that estimate is, quote, probably much lower than the actual cost.
News Channel 9's Ray Collado was out in McMinn County today, and he spoke with residents about how the closure is affecting them.
It was right here on State Route 39 where these 2 sinkholes formed last night. Now, according to residents who live in the neighborhood, they say when it comes to sinkholes, they're experienced.
And we have the one, on 714 up there. It's been there for years. They've kept filling it and filling it. But I just drive on the other side of the road when I go through there.
According to TDOT, they've been focused on fixing the holes, coordinating traffic control, as well as working with local agencies in cleaning any roadways and debris caused by Hurricane Helene. Mary Lou Wilson and her husband David Wilson have lived by State Route 39 for years now. And according to them, no matter how many sinkholes they see, it's always surprising.
Right now, it's a shock. I didn't know, had no idea it was going to be down there.
Last night, we were just sitting there watching TV, and we saw these lights down there.
Now making them think of new ways to get to the same places they've been going to for years.
And our church is right around the corner.
On the other side.
We're going to have to drive all the way around
get back.
to get to church now.
According to TDOT, these 2 sinkholes appeared about 2 hours apart, bursting a water line within the sinkhole in the process. TDOT says the cause has not been determined, as they're still looking into just how much this would cost to fix. However, UTC professor of geology Amy Brockhorn explains just exactly how these sinkholes typically form.
These sinkholes, they appear natural, and the evidence for that for me is also because it's in an area that has had sinkholes before.
She says this is all due to minerals known as carbonate rocks that are all too common here. These minerals can be chemically dissolved in a weak acid, which she says is more common than you may think.
A weak acid can be easily generated on the surface and kind of near subsurface of the earth by just having water and plants. I think it's kind of fighting a losing battle in a way to keep up with sinkhole formation.
At the end of the day, residents like Wilson's just hope the roads reopen sooner rather than later.
I just wish it wasn't going to take forever to fix it, but who knows, I guess.
According to TDOT, the official cause for these sinkholes are still unknown and under investigation. Until the time being, this road is closed until further notice. In McMinn, Ray Collado, News Channel 9.
While TDOT officials work on what caused the sinkhole, that area on State Route 39 will remain closed. It's unclear how long repairs could take. We reached out to the department, but at this point, we have not heard back.